Hey folks, Mark Haywood here from Creating Change LLC. I got 3 surefire tips to help you get rid of some unwanted fat. Got my lacrosse ball here to keep me company. Now, weight management can be very complex for some people, especially in the latter years. And it's really helpful to work with a professional when you're attempting to create an effective and safe plan. But today I just want to give you some tips that will definitely attack some fat for you. Any weight management plan that you have will be affected by what you consume. 70% of it is by what you consume. When you eat sugar, if you are immediately involved with an activity, your body will use one of its energy systems and pull that sugar right out of your bloodstream and convert it into energy immediately. Yay! Goodbye sugar, goodbye calories. If you do not use it, it gets stored. Actually, in your liver first. However, you eat carbs, that gets converted into glycogen, which can get stored in your muscles. All muscles have a gas tank, so to speak, where it converts the carbohydrates that you eat into glycogen and stores it so that that can be immediately used as energy. Now, that has a capacity load. When that fills up, if you are not using it up as energy, in other words, if you're not exerting yourself in any form of physical activity and you continue to eat more carbs, now that gets converted into fat. There's nowhere else for it to go. It gets stored energy. That's how stored energy is created. And again, it usually gets stored first in around your organs, your liver specifically, because the liver plays a huge part in fat conversion. And then when that fills up, you kind of get that visceral fat around which we don't want. Yeah, we don't like that. That's why midsection fat is really unhealthy, because it starts internal. It's surrounding your organs, and then it grows from there. When that fills up, it starts filling up your waistline. And there are other areas, depending on your body type, that the body chooses to store fat. They have their favorite spots. You know, it could be your butt, thighs, under your arms, this nice ribeye section right there. Depending on your body type, again, that's where the body will store its, energy that it hopes to use at a later time. So how do we get to that energy? Here comes my tips. There goes the science, okay? Try to keep it as basic as possible. And I know I missed some things there. Again, we just want to get the tips out. So tip number 1, build muscle. The more muscle you have, the more energy you'll burn. It's called tonicity. Muscle tone. We've heard it before. Oh, I want to just get tone. Well, what is tone? Tone is actually a chemical reaction, specifically calcium and magnesium, that signals to your nervous system to send an impulse to contract and relax, contract and relax, contract and relax. Very fast. It never stops. That's what keeps the muscle toned. It's a constant bing, blah, ding, dong. Okay? So the more, and it happens in all the muscle fibers. So hence, the more fibers you have, the more tone is required, the more energy is needed. I'm talking about progressively adding more and more load to your resistance training, so you are tearing down muscle fibers, forcing your body to adapt, in essence, building more fibers, which will create more tone, which will have to use more energy. Building muscles burns energy. You will burn energy just by sitting around. When you build muscle, you are asking your body for more energy, and therefore it has to find that energy. Key to this video is how to burn energy with doing nothing. Almost nothing, okay? Tip number 2, eat more protein. That's right, folks. We need protein. First of all, we're building muscle. Protein is a building block of cells, specifically muscle fiber cells. So a lot of us are not getting enough protein in our diet. Some of us are getting too much. And there's an argument out there that you can eat too much protein. You can eat too much of anything and it's not going to be good. Truth is that studies and research does not say specifically what eating too much protein does. However, what the studies do say, and there's mountains of them, and all of them consistently say that those who have higher levels of protein in their diet consistently lose more weight than those that do not. So get some protein in your diet. get more protein in your diet. What's a safe level? I'm going to throw myself out there and say half your body weight in grams a day. Now, these studies are looking at people who did half to 1 pound, 1 gram per pound a day. That's a lot of protein. I mean, over 200 pounds. That's a lot of protein. So just so you have an idea, if you're 150 pounds, I'm saying try to shoot for 75 grams a day. You can do it. It's totally doable. Now, I wouldn't suggest you going and eating, even though meat and animal products are the highest source, they're an easy way of getting protein into your body. I would not suggest you go into town on animal products every day. There's a lot of studies out there that show, without a doubt, consistently plant-based diets make you live longer. If you do eat animal products, please purchase pasture-raised animals, happy animals, eating their natural food, out grazing, the sun, feeling good until they get killed, of course. Conventional food products is very bad news. Do your research. You don't want to be eating that stuff. It's all kinds of nasty. All right. When you have adequate levels of protein in your blood, circulating in your blood, it releases satiety hormones that basically tells you you're full. So you eat less. That's the bottom line. You eat less without feeling deprived. You eat less without starving. You eat less because your body says you're good. It sends a signal saying that you had enough. So it's a natural appetite suppressant. And that is why people who eat more protein lose more weight consistently. Get more protein. Tip number 3, stop eating 4 hours before you go to bed. Okay, I got you. No, seriously, when you are sleeping, your body is doing a magnitude of functions. It's called rest and repair mode. The repair part uses a lot of energy. You can burn fat while sleeping, but you will not burn fat if you have food in your digestive tract. First of all, you ever went to bed after eating a big meal or a late night snack and you just it's there, and you wake up the next morning and it's still there, feels like it's still there? Well, that's because it is still there, decaying. Your body has a hard time digesting food at night, and it's not trying to digest food at night. It's trying to do all those other good things, taking care of you. It's like, yo, I got a lot of stuff to do. Why do you have food in your belly? Now, you can add an extremely effective layer to that tip number 3 by skipping breakfast. Kind of like intermittent fasting. A lot of us have heard of that. Basically, you're restricting your eating to an 8-hour window. Those are the numbers that we shoot for: 8 hours of eating, 16 hours of fasting. But without getting into that, I'm just saying extend that fasting period a little longer, and you will be forcing your body to look for energy sources within your fat. Now, if you was to work out in that fasted state, bam! You just took it to a whole nother level, baby. Unbelievable results. I think this is the ultimate key to getting at fat storage. Are you going to have a beast of a workout? You may. I'm telling you, after a while, your body will adjust to it and you'll be able to have the regular workout. More than likely, especially in the beginning, your workout's going to be a struggle because you're low on energy. But the minute your body switches over and says, okay, guys, we got to go to fat, it's going to switch gears and your energy is going to come. The minute your body learns how to go to fat for energy, if you do it consistently, if you practice it, if you keep making your body go to fat, by practicing these tips, you're going to be forcing your body on a regular basis to go to fat storage so that it learns how to do it, and it will do it easily. There you have it, folks. 3 surefire hacks to losing fat. They're not really hacks. They're pretty known facts. They're very effective. I hope you're able to implement at least a couple of them into your plan and watch the fat come off. You're going to be very surprised to see how easy this is once you practice it and become consistent with it. Please reach out for any questions. You can leave some comments here and questions here for that matter. If this stuff is working for you, please hit the like button so I know that. And that'll be it for now, folks. Y'all take care now. Peace out. You just hacked your fat. Get at it. There's a little extra tip for you. You don't want to be doing high intensity training for longer than 30, 40 minutes. Anything over 45 minutes for sure, your body's going to start stressing. You're going to start secreting cortisol, and cortisol is a hormone that tells your body to do what? Store fat. As long as you got cortisol floating around, and it could be physical stress, emotional stress, and those are the only two kinds of stress I know. If you got that floating around in your body, you will not lose weight. As a matter of fact, you will store everything you eat. That's an extra tip for you right there. Get your cortisol levels under control. I'm going to have to do another video. I'm going to have to do another video because this is way too much. This is too much. I'm going to have to do another video.